Drug will go to the small intestine. All of us know small intestine is the place for absorption. Small intestine is a place for absorption. The small intestine say, because the drug is already dissolved from, is going to get absorbed. Now think like a common sense again. Everything that is getting absorbed from the intestine, where does it go? Everything that is getting absorbed from the intestine goes to liver first. Now here there is a very important part of general pharmacology. Everything what you consume goes to liver. And what exactly liver do? All of us know that this liver receives blood supply from the small intestine in the form of, you all know, something called as a portal circulation. Something called as portal circulation. And all of us know in anatomy, portal circulation is formed by the splenic vein and mesenteric vein combined together to form a portal circulation. Like for example, all food that you are having every day doesn't go to blood circulation directly. It goes to liver first. What is the reason? Why does it go to liver first? Liver के पास क्यों जाता है? Think like a common sense again. Because liver has got all that enzymes. Now pay attention well. This is a very important concept, and we are linking it with common sense. Liver has got all the enzymes for digesting food. Liver is also called as a chemical factory. Called as a chemical factory. So liver has got all those enzymes is going to digest the food. So liver क्या करता है exactly? Digest करता है मतलब क्या करता है? For example, let's say for example you are consuming carbohydrates. All carbohydrates are then ultimately broken down to glucose. Whatever is going to have, everything will be converted into glucose. If you are consuming proteins, it ultimately converts into amino acids. If you're consuming fat, it will be converted into fatty acids. So what exactly is happening? Liver will break the complex molecules, simple molecules. That is what is the liver ka function. The function of liver is to convert the complex molecules to simple molecules. Liver has got all those enzymes. Together, all those enzymes are called as microsomal enzymes. Now, this has got very important role in pharmacology. लेकिन हम तो food का ले रहे हैं, but this has got very important role even in pharmacology. Commonest of these names you can remember called cytochrome P450 is very important enzyme which is also related to the drugs. तो हमने देखा कि all those things which is getting absorbed into the liver converts into simple forms. So drugs are not an exception. So whenever a drug goes to liver, it will also be broken down into simple molecules. Remember, everything what we are taking has got some practical application. You may think that it is theoretical, so directly disease low, drugs low, but before we go into this, it is not possible to understand. It is not possible to understand some basic concepts. So what we're talking about, when the drug goes to liver, it is broken down to simple molecules. Let's say, for example, a drug called as acetyl salicylic acid. Commonly also, you must have been aware of as an aspirin. It has got acetyl group and salicylic group. Now let's say, for example, this was a drug, a triangle and a half circle, as an acetyl salicylic acid. Now when it goes to liver, acetyl group will be separated and salicylic group will be separated. Now what has happened? Just like carbohydrate broken down to glucose, this drug is also broken down to simple molecules. But what has happened? Now this is the thing which we cannot avoid. हम लोग avoid नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि liver का काम ही वो है. Liver has got the same. वही काम है liver का. Liver cannot bypass this. You cannot bypass this. But what has happened? Remember, Because of this, acetylsalicylic acid, which was a drug, is no longer a drug, because drug is a drug because of the chemical in it. ड्रग के अंदर जो केमिकल है उसके वजह से ड्रग ड्रग रहता है. So when it goes to liver, I can say drug is destroyed. So when I can say a food goes to liver, food is digested. But when a drug goes to liver, it is metabolized. Or I can say it is destroyed. Now, this is the thing which we cannot avoid. And in pharmacology, this is what is called as a first pass metabolism. This has got a very important role in understanding the actions of the drugs, combinations of the drugs, side effects of the drugs, interactions of the drugs, everything. The first pass metabolism. Now, remember, as much as 80% of the drug is getting destroyed by the liver. I can say destroyed because it is not a food, it is a drug, as much as 80%. So this is called as the first pass metabolism. Of course, the definition is the bookish definition, but you just understand that first pass metabolism मतलब liver 80% drug destroy करता है. कौन से रूट का? Only oral रूट का, क्योंकि oral रूट से देंगे तो ही पहले liver के पास जाएगा, act होने से पहले, act होने से पहले. So what has happened? कितना drug बचा is 20%. Now this 20% goes to systemic circulation. 20% goes to systemic circulation. इसको pharmacological language में बोलते हैं bioavailability. In pharmacological language, this is called as the bioavailability. मतलब bio मतलब body को, availability मतलब कितना available है body को. How much of the drug is available for? How much of the drug is available for a body? Let's say, for example, so how exactly we can apply it for a common sense? Let's say, for example, 20 milligram अपने को body को देना है. तो अगर oral route से देना होगा तो 80% तो डिस्ट्रॉय होने वाला लीवर को, तो वी विल हैव टू गिव 100 मिलीग्राम, क्योंकि 80% विल बी फर्स्ट पास मेटाबॉलिज्म. 80% विल बी फर्स्ट पास मेटाबॉलिज्म. और अगर इंट्रामस्कुलर देना होगा, इंट्रावीनस देना होगा, नाउ नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आफ्टर दिस विल बी रूट्स ऑफ ड्रग एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. कौन से रूट से हम देने वाले हैं. सो इंट्रामस्कुलर इंट्रावीनस, will it go to liver first and then to all over body, or directly go to all over body? Now think about it. If it is intramuscular intravenous, it goes directly all over body. So उसका, so I'm sorry, yeah, it goes directly all over body. तो उसका जो bio availability है, जो oral का 20% है, ये almost 95 to 99% है. When I can say 95, 99% कम क्यों? Because some drug is bound to the muscle proteins, and also some drug might have been just destroyed by the way we inject the drug, or some enzymes in the blood may destroy some of the drug. So it can say 99%. Nothing is 100%. So अगर हमने को दूसरे रूट से देना है तो उसका डोज जो है अपने को बदली करना पड़ेगा. We'll have to give only 20 to 25 milligram. And because of that, most of the time, the intramuscular dose of the drug or intravenous dose of the drug is lesser compared to oral drug. सेम डोज हम लोग नहीं देंगे क्योंकि उसका रूट अलग है. The route is different. So what exactly has happened down the road? अभी हमने ड्रग दिया, पहला स्टेप क्या हुआ? स्टमक में डिसॉल्व हुआ, as you can see. Then it has gone to the liver. लिवर में उसका फर्स्ट पास मेटाबॉलिज्म हुआ. फर्स्ट पास मेटाबॉलिज्म के बाद वो बॉडी को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ 20%. That was bioavailability. Then we have the drug will be distributed. कितना ड्रग डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ? 20%. Called as a bioavailability. Now, one more very important thing here is supposed to be understood. Ki when the drug is distributed all over the body, all drugs are not distributed similarly. Every drug has got different volume into which it is distributed. Every drug has got a different volume into which it is distributed. What is the reason? Now remember, for example, when you are dissolving something, let's say, for example, in the water, you have got sugar, you have got the other soluble substance, and you have got an honey. What will be dissolving first? Something which has got more permeability, something which has got uh, less molecular weight. So remember, volume into which drug will be distributed all depends upon the molecular weight of the drug, the pH of the drug, the solubility of the drug. इसकी वजह से ही हर एक ड्रग का वॉल्यूम अलग अलग है into which it is getting dissolved. Commonly it is called as volume of distribution, VOD. Commonly it is called as volume of distribution. क्योंकि अगर वॉल्यूम ज्यादा है, if the volume is more, drug will be diluted more. Think logically. If the volume is more, drug will be diluted more. If the drug will be diluted more, the concentration of the drug will be less. Concentration of the drug will be less. So think like, for example, this is the glass which has got 100 ml water, and we have other glass which has got a 200 ml water. मतलब इसका वॉल्यूम ज्यादा है. If you put two drops of ink into this, two drops of ink into this, which one will be more concentrated? Logically, the volume जिसका कम है, क्योंकि इसमें वो ज्यादा गाढ़ा रहेगा. So larger is the volume of distribution, larger is the dose required for maintaining same concentration. So logic क्या बताता है? Let's say, for example, how can we apply this for common sense? What exactly decides कितना डोज ड्रग का देना है? Is the concentration, it is the volume into which it is going to get dissolved, and the bioavailability. अभी तक देखा. Let's say, for example, this is total practical. मतलब कितना डोज देना है? 100 मिलीग्राम देना है, 200 देना है, 300 देना है? क्या डिसाइड करता है? कितना कॉन्सेंट्रेशन चाहिए उसका इफेक्ट के लिए? कितने वॉल्यूम में वो डिसॉल्व हो रहा है? Okay, mute करूँ टाका. Somebody who has the background noise come. Okay, you can mute. If you are there in a quiet place, you can keep yourself unmuted, no problem. And we will be opening the discussion session after clearing some concepts. मतलब what exactly is going to decide the dose? कितना concentration लगने वाला है, कितने वॉल्यूम में ड्रग डिसॉल्व होने वाला है, और उसका बायो अवेलेबिलिटी कितना है, उसके हिसाब से डोज डिजाइन किया जाता है. So we cannot give larger dose because it's going to create problems that we are going to come up in the next topic. So this clears about the dose कितना देना है. Every drug has got a different dose because every drug has got a different bioavailability, different volume of distribution, and different concentration for the effect. Concentration for the effect. Now, let's say, for example, now the drug is distributed already, and the volume of distribution is known so that we can decide the dose of the drug. Now, at this particular point, drug will show its effect. I'm coming to the effect of the drug, how exactly it is produced, little later. But before that, let me finish one more thing. That is, what is something called as, now when the drug is distributed, drug is also moving through kidneys, क्योंकि वो ब्लड सर्कुलेशन में है, ब्लड किडनी की तरफ भी जाएगा, स्किन, लंग्स, बॉवेल्स. विल इट अगेन गो टू लिवर? लिवर से तो आया है, लिवर से ही तो आया था. विल इट अगेन गो टू लिवर? थिंक अबाउट इट. Now it will again go to liver through other circulation. Remember, in anatomy we have understood that liver has got a double blood supply. One is a portal circulation and the other is a systemic circulation. One blood supply coming from the, let me have the same pehla wala diagram. Yes. One is the blood supply. I can say venous supply coming from the bowels in the form of portal circulation, whereas we also have an arterial supply coming from hepatic artery. So लीवर के पास ड्रग दो बार आएगा, एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होने से पहले एंड एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होने के बाद. Now why this is important? Because we discussed about liver distribute होने से पहले जो आया था, that was called as a first pass metabolism. इधर अपने को आया था, we have something called as a first pass metabolism. किधर गया? Yes. Now first pass metabolism is called as first pass क्योंकि वो दूसरी बार वापस जाता है लीवर के पास. That is called as second pass metabolism. Now why this is important? First pass में उसने 80% डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया था. अभी वापस एक बार जाएगा तो वापस जितना जाएगा उसका 80% डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा. बिकॉज लीवर का काम ही है डिस्ट्रॉय करना ड्रग्स को डिस्ट्रॉय करना. सो when the drug is moving through all these organs all of us know are the excretory organs. तो ये सारे ऑर्गन क्या करेंगे? ड्रग को रिमूव कर देंगे बॉडी से. Drug is going to get removed, and when this drug is going to get removed, what will happen to concentration? It is going to drop down. The concentration is going to drop down. What will happen to the effect? It is going to drop down. It is going to drop down. Now remember, here we have a very beautiful concept. There is something called as the half-life. Now this is very important to understand right now. Half-life का मतलब क्या है? Remember, half-life का मतलब है is the amount of time required by the body to reduce the concentration of the drug. What does it say by the name? To half. Is the amount of time required by the body to reduce the concentration of the drug to half. क्योंकि जब ड्रग जब भी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा तभी वो एलिमिनेट भी होगा धीरे धीरे. लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल अगर ड्रग 100 मिलीग्राम है तो कुछ समय के बाद वो 50 मिलीग्राम हो जाएगा. अगर 200 है तो कुछ समय के बाद वो 100 मिलीग्राम हो जाएगा. नाउ यहाँ पे थोड़ा मैथमेटिक्स इफ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड, वहाँ पे मैथमेटिक्स यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. ओके ठीक है. इसमें मैथमेटिक्स क्या बोलता है कि हाफ लाइफ का मतलब है अगर 100 to 50 होने के लिए 8 घंटा लगने वाला है तो सेम ड्रग का 200 to 100 होने के लिए भी 8 घंटा लगता है. मतलब क्या? व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज दिस? बिकॉज देयर इज अ मैथमेटिक्स बिहाइंड इट एंड द मैथमेटिक्स सेज दैट अमाउंट ऑफ ड्रग. नाउ पे अटेंशन वेल. थोड़ा सा मैथमेटिक्स है. वी आर पुअर इन मैथमेटिक्स सो वी जॉइन मेडिकल फील्ड बट इज नॉट गोइंग टू लीव यू इन इवन इन फार्मेट. Amount of drug eliminated is directly proportional to the concentration of the drug. मतलब ड्रग कितना रिमूव होने वाला है डिपेंड्स अपॉन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. जितना ज्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन उतना ज्यादा एलिमिनेशन. मतलब अगर 100 मिलीग्राम होगा तो 8 घंटे में 50 रिमूव होगा, लेकिन 200 है तो 8 घंटे में 100 रिमूव होगा. क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा लीवर को मिलता है ड्रग उतना ज्यादा वो मेटाबोलाइज करता है. इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई गिव यू an homework of reading 10 pages, you read 5 pages. If I give you homework of 20 pages, अरे यार homework ज़्यादा है, at least you'll be able to read 10 pages. That is what is the common sense. So 100 का 50 होने के लिए अगर 8 घंटा लगता है तो 200 का 100 होने के लिए भी 8 घंटा लगेगा in the liver का limit, in liver's limit. So this कितना घंटा लगता है हाफ होने के लिए उसको बोलते हैं हाफ लाइफ. Now remember, for every drug, again, half life is different. क्यों? क्योंकि हर एक ड्रग एक अलग अलग केमिकल है and different chemicals are managed by the body differently. So we have some drug which has got 8 hours ka half life, some drug which has got 6 hours ka half life, some drug which has got 12 hours ka half life, 24 hours ka half life. But practically ये क्यों important है? Why is this important practically? Common sense says pharmacological dose is designed in such a way that you have to repeat the drug at the half life by and large. मतलब अगर 8 घंटे का है तो 3 times in a day. अगर 6 घंटे का है तो QDS stands for 4 times in a day. अगर 12 घंटे का है तो BD stands for 2 times in a day. 12 hours का है तो OD 1 time in a day. Because the dose is designed in such a way that the action of the drug no longer there at half the original concentration. अगर ये ध्यान में आ गया तो why some drugs are given by twice in a day, why some drug is given twice once in a day, why some drug is given. So we can understand by and large. You can understand it. Right. Now this is also, of course, this has got a little deeper concept, but I wanted to have your opinions right now. Let me unmute you. If you are not there in a 1 second. Okay. Okay. Can you all hear me? If you're not in quiet place, you can mute yourself so that we can discuss out things. आवाज येतोय? हाँ तो क्यों बहेगा इसलिए बोल रहा ना दुहे बहता महता है इन लोगों को. Actually, can you hear me? Okay. Let's continue the concept. Maybe she's not there in a quiet place. Okay. Now, how can we now? If the meeting gets disconnected, you can click on the same link again. Actually, my regular ID is taking other meeting right now. So this is a different ID which has got limit of 40 minutes and all those things. So you can just click on the same link again if the meeting gets disconnected, because 40 minutes is the time limit for this ID. The other ID I have which has got a paid version, but this has got an unpaid version because that was already a meeting which was planned. So what we are talking about, if you can see, ये सारा PDF generate हो रहा है, if you can see. And ultimately this PDF at the end of the lecture, for the live lectures of course, will be given to you so that you can keep it as a reference. Only those who have attended उनको समझ में आएगा, दूसरे लोगों को किसी को समझ में नहीं आएगा, because you will have to attend the lecture to understand it. Otherwise it doesn't make a difference. But this, the online का advantage ये है कि you don't have to write down anything. You may also write down later on तुम्हारा after the seeing the PDF, you can also write it down. So let's understand it very carefully. What exactly we are looking at? We're looking at the elimination of the drug. We're looking at the elimination of the drug. We're looking at the elimination of the drug. When the drug is getting eliminated, the rate of elimination, this is what is very important thing to understand. I hope you have understood this mathematics. The amount of drug eliminated will be proportional to concentration of the drug. Now let's have an exercise like this so that we can understand it. Let's say we have a drug which has got 100 milligram concentration at 0 time. And let's say it is a 10% of the drug eliminated per hour. So 1 घंटे के बाद कितना होगा? 10% एलिमेंट होगा, मतलब 100 का 10% मतलब वो होगा 90. 2 घंटे के बाद कितना होगा? Remember, amount of drug eliminated is proportional to concentration. तो 100 था तो 10 एलिमिनेट हुआ. अभी 90 है तो कितना एलिमिनेट होगा? 9 एलिमिनेट होगा. It's going to become 81. This is how the mathematics goes. 3 घंटे में कितना होगा? यहाँ पे कितना एलिमिनेट होगा? 8.1. Of course, I'm not teaching mathematics here, but by and large, let's say अपने को 6 घंटा लगेगा 50 होने के लिए 5 नहीं लगेगा, क्योंकि धीरे धीरे करके कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम होते जाएगा तो एलिमिनेशन भी कम होते जाएगा. दिस व्हाट इज अ कॉमन सेंस. नाउ लेट्स अप्लाई दिस टू 200 मिलीग्राम टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड कि 100 रहेगा तो 50 होने के लिए 8 घंटा लगता है, तो 200 रहेगा तो 100 होने के लिए भी 8 घंटा ही लगेगा. So when you go to 200 milligram at 0 time, so पहले घंटे में लेट्स से 1 आवर में कितना होगा? 200 मिलीग्राम है तो 10% कितना होता है? 20 होता है. Going to become 180 milligram. And if you're going to carry the same mathematics, वापस 6 घंटा लगेगा 100 होने के लिए. इसके आगे 6 घंटा लगेगा 50 होने के लिए. This is what is the concept of half life. A concept of an half life. And half life of the drug is very important to understand. It's very, very important to understand few things. Now let's say we have understood that जो ड्रग का हाफ लाइफ 8 घंटा है वो 3 टाइम दे दो तो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ द ड्रग विल रिमेन स्टैटिक इन द ब्लड. 6 घंटा है तो 4 टाइम्स इन अ डे दे दो. 12 घंटा है तो ट्वाइस इन अ डे दे दो. लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव अ ड्रग which has got 3 hours of a half life, which has got 3 hours as okay. If the meeting gets disconnected, please click on the link again. We will have, please click on the link again. Those who are attending the same link, you can join again. So because I think this particular ID has got a limit. So let's say if some drug has got a 3 hours as an half life, तो हमको 8 times in a day देना पड़ेगा. But is it possible for the drug to be given 8 times in a day? Not possible. It will be uncomfortable for the patient. Patient बोलेगा कि मैं बीमारी से ज़्यादा better हूँ rather than taking 8 times in a day, because he has to get up 2 times in the night also to 2 times in the night also to take the drug. तो क्या करेंगे हम लोग? What can you do? Can we give this drug orally then? Oral is the most common route that is given. Somebody makes a jugaad. Let's say, for example, he will say, I will take 2 tablets together 4 times in a day. चलेगा नहीं चलेगा? Will it work? Will it not work? Or somebody will say, I will take all 8 tablets together in the morning itself.